Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Edison 30K Media. Today is Thursday. It's about 7:30 p.m. Gives me a little excuse to go outside and drive the car around because I've been just working from home every day, so it's kind of great to get outside. And today's video is actually going to be about why you shouldn't let your car park for so long, without driving it. And you might think that, the miles might be down. You might keep your engine low, or if you want to sell the car, your mileage is going to stay low. But actually, not driving your car for an extended period of time actually hurts your car, hurts your engine, and it hurts a lot of things. So we'll just run through some factors and some key points on why you shouldn't let your car sit for so long and what kind of damage that could do to it. So yeah, we'll get started right away. So right off the bat, I think the first thing that a lot of people are going to notice eventually that this COVID-19, this virus is gonna, once it improves, once everybody starts driving again, if they haven't driven their car for a while, they're gonna realize that their battery is weak or completely dead. So make sure that you hook it up to a trickle charger. You can get a trickle charger off of like Amazon for about $20. So I got 2 trickle chargers. I hook it up to my car. You should get the one that kind of like changes currents, or like it actually helps your car once your car reaches a certain amount of like charge. Like it maintains your battery. It doesn't actually like keep charging it full strength, so that way you don't wear out your battery quicker. So yeah, just get a trickle charger and hook it up. Once your battery drains, like it's not a good idea to let your battery drain completely to like once it dies. It's really hard to like charge it back up, because when it dies and you try to charge it back up, you'll only be able to drive for a certain amount of time before the battery completely just craps out and you won't be able to start your car at all. That's happened before. It's, I guess, my parents' car that they haven't driven it for so much. Luckily, one day we had I actually bought him a portable jump starter, so we had that on hand, or else we'd be kind of screwed. We have to call like the AAA or call like the towing guy to come, and we'd have to wait forever. But yeah, make sure you drive your car to protect your battery and hook it up to a trickle charger. Second of all, if you don't drive your car for a long time, especially if you have a lot of gas in your car, like a full tank, your gas is going to actually start going bad, right? And you don't want that to happen, because once your gas goes bad, that affects your MPG. That could mess up your injectors. That could mess up your fuel line, and overall cause your car to run bad. So it could even go as far as like causing it to misfire. But eventually, just if you're gonna get gas, I recommend just getting about like a quarter of a tank and not filling up all the way through. I know gas is cheap now, and I know that you guys are trying to take advantage of that, and for me too. Every dollar counts, right? It's our hard-earned working money. But if you're gonna get gas, I recommend just getting just enough to get you from A to B. Maybe like a half tank or like a quarter of a tank, because if you fill it up all the way, you're gonna be sitting at home pretty much for a while. We don't know when this ban or when this COVID-19 thing is going to lift. So don't get too much gas, and just, if you're going to do it, just get just enough to get you from A to B. Third of all, I think if you don't drive your car, your seals are going to go bad, right? You're like, maybe your door seals or your like engine seals, like over time. I'm talking about like if you're storing your car for months and months and months or years, I don't think if you're going to be parked for like a month or two, I don't think that's going to harm the car in any way, shape, or form. But if you're going to be letting your car sit for about like 2 to 3 years without driving it, I think your seals will definitely go bad. They're going to dry rot. So a good product I mentioned earlier in my videos was use a Shinetsu grease. So give your seals some lubrication that they need, and your seals will thank you for that. So make sure you take care of that. And overall, I think if you try to start your car as much as you can, like maybe fire it up once in a while, go drive it around. Like I'm driving the car around like every week. It's just, plus it's nice to like enjoy, get outside and just see what's going out there. Like I think we're becoming kind of like lab rats, or we're becoming like rats pretty much, because in the Chinese zodiac, it's the year of the rat, and basically rats live like a very like nocturnal lifestyle. They go out to get food, they scavenge, and at night they go around, and in the daytime they come back. Very rarely do you see like rats in the daytime. But anyway, kind of getting off topic. Getting back on topic, one of the other things of driving your car more, or like at least taking it around for a spin, is that your tires. It's good for your tires, right? You sit, your car sits for so long, like your tires start wearing unevenly, and they'll start to get like pitted, where like your tires are gonna sit on one side for so long, and all that pressure is gonna be put down on that one spot, and basically it's like you're gonna get like uneven tire wear, and when you drive, it's kind of, your ride's gonna be like bumpy, right? Because one side of your tire is like kind of like pressed in because your car's been sitting for so long. So drive your car more to get like even tire wear, even tire pressure, especially if you have new tires. You want to extend or maximize the life of the tire, right? You don't want to like just like get new tires and within like half a year have to get new tires because you let it sit for too long, right? So do that. Make sure you're adding your proper PSI pressure if you're going to take it around town. And let the fluids circulate throughout the car, like if your fluids sit for too long, like they're eventually gonna like deteriorate, right? I mean, that's why, like you see people like in race competitions, or people that go to the track, they change their fluids like every time, or like before each race they change their oil fluid, they change their like transmission fluid, their brake fluid. So yeah, don't let it sit for too long. And the car actually, it's good to drive the car around often. And I don't know if you guys heard of this myth, but if you redline your car, it's bad for you. Like my parents would always tell me this, like if you drive your car so hard, it's bad for the car. Actually, if you drive your car hard, it's good for your car. Like, that's why when people tune, or when people like take it out, they push their car really hard. Like, car enthusiasts, they push it, they redline it, right? They crack VTEC to kind of like basically give that car a nice workout, pretty much. And there's a term in the IT field that we call like, if you're gonna maximize or like kind of push the computer to its limits, you want to give it a stress test, right? You're gonna stress test it. So similarly to a car, right? You're gonna want to give the car like a stress test by putting it to the limits, basically to see where it falls short or where its shortcomings, or see where its strengths are, right? So I'm not saying like if you haven't driven your car for a while, let's take it out right off the bat and just redline it like crazy. No, don't do that. Just like work it in, warm it up. But for the most part, like you shouldn't let your car sit for too long, for the obvious reasons. Your battery is going to die, your seals are going to start cracking or getting loose, or not having 100% perfect seal. Your fluids might go bad, they might deteriorate, and your tires might go bad from sitting for too long. And just make sure, like if you follow those things, and everything should be good. And cars are meant to be driven, so I'm trying to drive my cars more and just take them out, especially during this day and age where everybody's been staying home a lot, and especially wherever you go, there's not really much driving roads. All the canyon roads that I live are close around to, they're all closed. I follow a page on Facebook. It's like I guess like the Los Angeles County Sheriff Department, and they always post videos of like people getting arrested or pulled over for like driving and not following quarantine orders. So tread carefully, and I don't want you guys to go out and just like drive around and then get caught for it, and then eating a ticket and paying like $400 or $500, and just one simple little drive and turn into like a nightmare. I don't want that to happen. So just if the car is sitting for a day or two and you have no place to drive it, start it up, let it idle, let the engine temperature warm up, let your coolant run through your system, let the thermostat open up, and maybe give it a quick revs, and then just turn off the car. If it's sitting for more than a few weeks, I recommend just driving around like how I'm doing now. And hey, what's not a better time than to shoot a YouTube video, right? You can tell the sun's coming down. So, but yeah, I mean, if you guys are staying safe out there, and if you guys like this video, and just try to start it up and let your cars run for a bit, and you treat your cars well, and they'll treat you and take care of you back in return. So if you guys like this video, you have any questions or comments, please like, comment, and just subscribe below. More footage to come soon, and like I said, this RSX is going to be part of a long series, and I'm going to try to be more meticulous and add more to this playlist and document every little thing. Next video coming up, still waiting for the radar detector adapters and fuse wiring kit to come in. I already have, like I said, a leftover old radar detector I'm going to wire up, and just waiting for the dash cam wiring kit and the radar wiring kit to come in, and that should be another video. That's pretty nice to do. But yeah, like I said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you guys are all doing well. And with that being said, keep your cars running well, and fire it up once in a while to keep her strong. All right, have a great time, a great day, and a great weekend upcoming. So take care, you guys. See you soon. Peace.